is there more soldiers on the other side of that EMA? Did they go pick up new soldiers? Because, now that it's weak, to kind of give y'all a little background, right? I love trading. I've done trading for a long period of time, and oh, come on, 4:30. Come on. Let's go. Hey, good morning, my neighbors. Welcome to another episode of that BY. Oh, I'm going old school. Another episode is After the Trades with the alert system. Don't worry, BYTTT and Get Rich or Fit Trying will come back in January. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button. That way, the algorithm can. Actually, you know what? While I'm doing that, I want to say I appreciate y'all YouTube because y'all made something that was a big challenge to me a couple of months ago. Actually, let me send this message out to everybody so that way they can know. A couple months ago, YouTube actually went ahead and sent a message to me and basically stated, well, it was more of my advertising campaign that I put out. It basically stated to me that we gotta disable your campaign, and I was like, why? Went through all the research, and the code that they used was unrealistic expectations or something along the lines of that. And it was a Tesla play that shot up to like, I think I made like about $400 or $500 or something like that, or it was like 800%. I can't remember. I'm probably butchering the crap out of it, but it really made me angry. But then I sat back and I was like, I'm not even angry about it because all I'm gonna do is just shovel as much consistency as possible. And when y'all see it, and eventually one of my campaigns, y'all just leave it the hell alone. But I appreciate the algorithm. I appreciate the support team that's probably looking over everything. They want to make sure that everybody is safe because there is a lot of actors out there, and I can understand why they would probably flag something like that, where somebody's going to go ahead and claim certain results that doesn't actually happen. So these videos that I'm doing with After the Trades is to try to promote the fact that, I'm here because consistently I see the results. The alert system is provided, and it does provide enough opportunities for others to be able to be encouraged and be able to take on the challenges in the market. So, yeah, I get you, but let's see how this goes. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button. That way I don't have to do that many campaigns, and everything just works in complete synergy. Sir, to your friends and family, letting them know that I bring y'all nothing but pure gems when it's all said and done. So that said, I want to say thank you. Let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and send this out. Let's go, folks. All right, that's out to there, out in the atmosphere. All right, so let's think for a second, because right now there is no alerts, nothing at all is showing up. Nothing from SPX, buy, nothing, because we kind of consolidated, and you can kind of see the price action here. We're consolidating something relatively vicious, and I won't take too much of your time, but what I'm going to do is just run through a couple things. Let's first start with the US dollar. The US dollar is a way I kind of keep a good metric on what is happening. We're in the middle of a downtrend here, so we should be pushing up, but we're not pushing up. And here's my take. Someone's lying, right? Someone's lying. We're suppressing the price and everything else. I think if the dollar touches this level and starts to push right back up, it's going to sweep a lot of buy side liquidity in the equities market. So just be very cognizant that there is a possibility we could get a strong reversal and push right back up, taking out the dollar sell side liquidity, which means they're going to take the buy side liquidity from the rest of the market. So this could be a prelude to a recession, just to kind of give you a little idea. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a fiduciary, I'm just a guy that looks at charts, and I just look at the things and see what can relatively happen based on the parameters presented in front of me. So you should be doing exactly the same. That way you don't make the mistakes and you can go ahead and generate the profits that you're looking for. All right. So that's the US dollar. I also want to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in the middle of a stizzy, little problem, a little bit of a downslide, a little bit of a Warren Buffett wants 74,000. All right. I get it. Yeah, I don't want to hear this from me, all my crypto fans and everything else. But listen, I'm just telling you this right now. The store value is Bitcoin, right? If that's the case, if the store value is Bitcoin, you should be still charting this, because a store value is like the US dollar, for example, and gold and euros. When you start to go cross currency, like your forex markets and everything else, we're talking about your euro, GBP, all of those. You're storing value in some case, right? Silver, platinum, copper. That's store of value, right? That's the plan. So if Bitcoin is supposed to be a store of value and it's supposed to be the index to the rest of the cryptos, then this should really concern you, because this looks like a bear flag. And if you haven't taken any of my charting classes, by all means, send me a DM, JD underscore the great. That way I can give you more information and you could go ahead and jump into one of my classes, because we talk about this a lot, that we have to be like water and we got to be able to take the positions that's presented in front of us so we can make the money that we're looking for. And you can kind of see this is screaming that if this trend, and it's flirting with doing so right now, if this trend does not hold and they break below this level right here, which is 84,125, look for lower Bitcoin prices. They're trying to catch it today. If they don't catch it, be prepared. All right, let's go ahead and look over at gold. Gold is kind of looking like this. And you can see they're trying to get that 390, And we did something very similar to that right here over in October. And if the US dollar starts to really power up, then you're going to get something like that that's going to go ahead and drop. But I still believe in the Santa rally overall. I do believe that we're probably going to face some of these challenges mostly on January. It's not really a now thing. But we just got to be cognizant. We got to write our plan. Let's run through a couple tickers and then I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Let's see, overvalued. Let's do undervalued. Let's see, Dollar Tree, things that will benefit on recessions. And you could kind of see we're already breaking out on Dollar Tree and it's continuing to the upside. We got a couple of order blocks that's here. Look for Dollar Tree to have a little bit of a struggle somewhere around this area here. Let's put it on the order block right here. I want to call it neutral, but you know what? Let's call it bearish. Let's do bearish, right? And then what they would love to fill is this whole entire gap, which would be Dollar Tree to 150. So if there is a recession, this thing can benefit relatively well. Lululemon is one of those that at the end of the day, I think it was suppressed way too badly. I think people love especially women, the women out there. I appreciate y'all, because I'm pretty sure y'all got all your Lululemons going on as y'all working out in the gym and everything else. Congratulations, because companies like this don't just buy all the Lululemons, buy the stock. Because if you're spending on Lululemon, you might as well go ahead and own it. They return money to shareholders, and it's a $2 billion revenue company. So there's only relative upside being suppressed for so long, and they have been consistent over time. So just keep an eye on that. I think there's a lot of the Congress folks, they are inside of Lululemon. So just keep an eye on that, especially that we kind of made this base. It looks like a W, could get an extension. See how far this goes. I think Lululemon can at least test the 270, 280 sometime in the middle of next year if everything stays accordingly. But remember, this is more on the luxury space. Is it a need for a recession? So if you start hearing conversations about recessions, this could be something that it just stays suppressed. But I think its true value is somewhere around that 149, 150. You could just sit and accumulate until the recession is over. All right. Let me give you one more, and then I got to get out of here so I can go ahead and do my class. No GameStop. Let's do overvalued. What do we got? Let's talk about energy. This is CCJ. as we are fighting for more energy, and you could kind of see this thing has been pushing. This is in a nuclear space from my understanding. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, uranium concentrate. So CCJ, something like this, if as we go on into energy and we're fighting to find ways to get better energy to power I will not be surprised that we go deeper into nuclear in the process. So keep an eye on CCJ. It is a little overvalued. You can see that we push it to the downside on this trend line. We'll see how this carries on, but this is a really good company because when it starts to move, it really moves well. So just keep an eye on CCJ. That said, I want to say thank you for going ahead and listening to my voice. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button. Send it out to your friends and family. That way the algorithm go ahead and triggers and says I bring nothing but pure good content. And I will see you later this afternoon when some of the alerts start to pop off if the consolidation ends. All right, have a great day.